Hey, what's up guys, this is elospeaks back again with another video, and in this video topic I'm going to be talking about the new thing that the NBA is implementing called the NBA season tournament, and in that is a whole new season, in-season tournament that they're having. I'm not too sure of how it's going to be orchestrated or planned throughout the season, but it does pique my interest to some degree on how it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be good or bad, but I do see an article explaining the in-season tournament. I'm going to read it and then give my thoughts on it afterwards. So here we go. So the inaugural in-season tournament will tip off on Friday, November 3rd, and culminate with the championship on Sunday, December 9th. The semifinals Thursday, December 7th, and championship will take place at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. The in-season tournament will consist of two stages, group play and knockout rounds. A group play, all three teams have been randomly drawn into groups of five within the conference based on wins-loss records from 2022-23 season. Beginning November 3rd and continuing through Tuesday, November 28th, each team will play four designated groups playing games on tournament nights, one game against each opponent in its group, with 2 games at home and 2 games on the road. B. Knockout round. 8 teams will advance to the knockout rounds, and a team with the best standing group play in games each of the 6 groups and 2 wildcards. The team from each conference with the best record in a group play games that finishes second in its group. The knockout rounds will be single elimination games in the quarterfinals, playing NBA make markets on Monday, December 4th, and Tuesday, December 5th. Semifinals and championship games qualified teams will compete for a prize pool and the new in-season tournament trophy, the NBA Cup. All 67 games across both stages of in-season tournament will count towards regular season standings except the championship. Each team will continue to play 82 regular season games in the 23-24 season, including those games that are part of group play and the knockout round. 14 group play games, 2 games on each tournament night, and all 7 knockout rounds will be televised nationally. The game and broadcast schedule for in-season tournament will be announced in August. So then it goes into tournament details. A group play draw. To determine each team's opponent in the group play games, the 15 in each conference are divided into 3 groups of 5 teams via random drawings. The groups are below. Western Conference, Group A, West Group B, West Group C, Memphis Grizzlies, Denver Nuggets, etc. All the teams in the West. And then it's Group A, Group B, C, and all the teams in the East. Then it goes into pot 1 through 5. The teams with the win the 3 best prior season record in the conference. Then it goes into group play. Tournament night will take place every Tuesday, Friday from November 3rd to November 28th, with the exception of Election Day on Tuesday, November 7th, when no games will be played. The only NBA games will be played on tournament nights will be the group play games. Group play games will count as regular season games for all purposes. A team will play each of the other teams in its group in one group play game, and team's record in these 4 interconference games will determine whether the team qualifies for the knockout round. In the event 2 or more teams are tied with a group, the tie among the teams will be broken according to the following tiebreakers. In sequence: head-to-head record in the group stages, point differential in the group stages, total points scored in group stages, regular season record from the 22-23 season, and random drawing in unlikely scenario that 2 or more teams are still tied following the previous tiebreaker. 8 teams will advance to the knockout rounds. The team with the best standing in group play games for each 6 groups and 1 wildcard team from each conference. The wild card will be the team from each conference with the best record in group play games that finished second in its group. In the event that two or more teams are tied for the wild card in a conference, the tie among the teams will be broken following the same tiebreaker protocol as described above. With the exception of the head-to-head record in the group stage, ties within a group will be broken before the calculation of the wild card tiebreakers. So then we go into the knockout rounds. The knockout rounds will consist of single elimination games from each team that advanced from the group play, beginning with the quarterfinals on December 4th through December 5th. Teams that win will progress to the neutral site semifinals December 7th, and then the championships on December 9th. Games played in the first and second rounds of the knockout rounds, i.e. quarterfinals and semifinals, respectively, will count as regular season games. For all purposes, the championship will not be counted as the regular season games. Such games will not count towards a team's regular season record, and players or team's performance in such games will not count towards regular season statistics. In each conference, the quarterfinal games will be hosted by two teams with the best record in the group play games, and the teams with the best record in the group play games will host the wildcard team. In the event two or more teams are tied for the higher seed in the conference, the tie among the teams will be broken following the same tiebreaker protocols described above. During the knockout rounds on the days in the in-season tournament, games are not scheduled Wednesday, December 6th, and Friday, December 8th. The 22 teams that did not qualify for the knockout rounds will each play two regular season games. A formulaic approach will determine the matchup for these games using group play standings in each conference 5th through 15th. Two of the 22 teams will be scheduled cross-conference, since there will be an odd number of teams in each conference that do not have advanced to the quarterfinals. The cross-conference games will be scheduled between bottom finishing teams in the group play stage, subject to travel constraints, and no team will play more than its 2 games across conference. The other 20 games will be scheduled within conference, featuring teams that are otherwise scheduled to play each other 3 times over the course of the season whenever possible. The 4 teams that lose in the quarterfinals will each play a regular season game on Friday, December 8th against the opponent in their same conference. So then we get to the prize and league honors. For the 2023-24 season, the in-season tournament prize pool will be allocated to players on the teams that participate in the knockout rounds, with allocation increasing depending on how far the team progresses with the tournament. At the conclusion of the in-season tournament, the NBA will name the most valuable player of the competition and the all-tournament team. Selections will be based on players' performance in both group play and the knockout round. Okay, so that's it for the article. So now I get into my thoughts on the matter. Well, this is a interesting, well thought out in-season play tournament. So it's basically like a somewhat of a mid-season playoff that they're having. Now, I'm still skeptical on the matter because normally when the NBA tries new things, it's not too good. And I'm going based off how the NBA handled the NBA All-Star Weekend. I feel like the NBA All-Star Weekend has been horrible as of late because of the players not trying too hard, or there's just not no interesting factors in the mix, such as the dunk contest, the three-point shootout, the skill challenge, and worst of all, the All-Star Game. The All-Star Game has been piss poor for many years, and they've been trying to do alterations to make the game seem more interesting, but it just hasn't. But it does rely on the players playing hard. I understand that the players don't want to play too hard because it's just a regular game. It's just a meaningless game that has no value on it, but it is important because these are the best of the best players in the world, and the fans want to see them play at a super high level because of how gifted that they are playing. Now, when it comes to this in-season tournament, I'll give it a shot. I'm still skeptical on the matter because we don't know how this is gonna work. I just explained all of the details on the intricacies of how it's going to move, but again, explaining it to somebody and seeing it go into motion as the season rolls out in October, and then this basically starting in November is, going to be interesting to see. It might take maybe a year or two for it to catch on. Again, we're gonna see how this is gonna work out. I'm still gonna, side eye for a little bit because I just don't trust the NBA doing new innovative stuff. Now, uh, NBA Cup and trophy is somewhat interesting. I just feel like they're trying to barrage us with a whole bunch of trophies. I know that they're trying to have other players shine and get their moment too, because they're trying to expand the league, not just in the states but internationally with overseas players such as Jokic, Giannis, etc. But you know, I hope that this goes well. It does sound interesting. It does. It sounds like something that would pique my interest, but I just need to see how it's. I need to see how it's gonna be once it's doled out during November when they start having it. How's it gonna be played? Is it gonna conflict with the regular season? Is it gonna cause problems? Because at this point, it sounds like it's its own little miniature pre-playoff season, and will that help teams that win it in the regular season while they're going to playoffs in April? So that's my thing about it. Again, it does seem interesting, but how will it conflict with the regular season and playoffs moving forward? That's what I want to know. Yeah, you could pay the players more money for participating in this in-season tournament, and you could give them trophies, etc. But again, the ultimate goal is to win a championship. So how would this help them propel them into winning a championship? Will they get a better seating in the rankings? Will they get home court advantage, etc.? Like, how will this help? Again, I understand they're trying to experiment and do new things, but mm, I don't know. That's just my thoughts on the matter. But let me know yours in the comment section down below. Do you think this in-season tournament is a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? Do you think they should just have the regular season, then playoffs? Let me know in the comment section down below. This is Elo Speaks out.